My name is Monica Ailey. I'm with Homeward Bound Animal Rescue Group, based out of Bedford, Texas. Homeward Bound started in 1994 by a lady named Barbara Richardson. She named Homeward Bound after the movie Homeward Bound, The Last Journey. So she kind of was inspired that way, but she's been involved with animals and animal rescue for a long time prior to that. But she decided to start her own organization and kind of specialize in dogs that are less adoptable in the shelter environment. We do not have a shelter. We just foster dogs through our homes. We get them vetted at our participating vets, and then we bring them up here to adoptions at PetSmart and Petco. And that way people can view them and meet them, and we then accept applications for them. If it seems like it's a good fit, we proceed with a home visit. From there, we do reference checks and that sort of thing to make sure that everybody who's on board and everybody is, ready to go, and the dogs are fully, like I said, fully vetted, so they're, medically covered for a year. They come from the high kill shelters in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. There's some people called shelter walkers, and what they do is they go into the shelters and they take pictures of the animals on the euthanasia list. And then from there they send the pictures and the information to us. When we get an adoption, we get to pull a dog off the euthanasia list from the local shelters. The reason why I was drawn to Homeward Bound was because they kind of went for the underdog, and since then I've moved into fostering pit bulls. So basically we choose them off the list, and then we go pick them up at the shelter. We take them to the vet clinic. We bring them home and integrate them in our home environment with our packs. And from there we start training them to have a few manners at least before they get adopted. Mainly potty training and crate training. Whether they be puppies or whether they be adult dogs. We start from scratch just like they were puppies, and that way they're more adoptable when somebody's interested in them. What I really like about Homeward Bound is that we do screen people. Sometimes it is a little, sometimes it puts some people off every now and then, but I think if you really go back to realizing that we bond with these dogs, they're in our homes, we love them, we bond with them, we care about where they're going, and we want to make sure it's a good fit. We don't want to just adopt out dogs and just keep placing them and it not stick. We want the family that's accepting them into their homes to truly, truly love them. And so, it's really important that we go through the process that we go through so that we feel, as a foster home, feel good about where they go and are at peace with where they go and happy.
We've had Molly for a little over a year now, and the reason that I wanted to get her started with our other dog was very lonely and needed a companion, and started thinking about getting the second dog. Happened to be walking into PetSmart to get dog food for the first dog, and I noticed there was cages of dogs being ready or available for adoption. And I walked by the cage where Molly was in, and there was something in her face that just got to me. And I looked at her for quite a while in her eyes, and she was just very passionate in her eyes. And I went into the store and bought the dog food and came out and looked at her again and went home and kept thinking about her. So the next couple of days I had my son go back to PetSmart with me. And it wasn't until then that I noticed she only had 3 legs, which didn't matter. I was still in love with her at that point, and talked to the lady there in charge and asked about adoption. And I asked her, did she have any issues with running and being with other dogs and playing, family members. So I wanted to make sure that she would be adaptable, and I was assured that she was. So we started the paperwork for her. Now, during the process, when I told my husband that the dog only had 3 legs, he was a little apprehensive, concerned about medical conditions down the road. So I made sure that when we finally did pick Molly up, that I took her to the vet and she checked her out and made sure that everything looked good.
And as it turns out, she's adapted very well. I mean, she runs, I think, faster than Bailey, and they play no holds barred outside. And she's actually been a very good companion for Bailey, because Bailey did not like to be alone a lot. So, all in all, still our hands full with 2 dogs, but I think she's been a very good companion for Bailey. And if you're going to have one, you might as well have 2. I don't think it's any more or less work. So we've been happy with her so far. As a flashing